supercars come from all kinds of manufacturers. Established brands like Ferrari, Porsche, McLaren and Lamborghini have been producing supercars for years, but nowadays they face challenges from the likes of the Ford GT and Honda NSX, not to mention electric cars like the Porsche Taycan that could embarrass half the petrol-powered models on this list. Whoever makes them, all supercars have fearsome price tags and typically cost a fortune to run. High costs for fuel, insurance and servicing need to be taken into account, as do eye-watering depreciation figures if you choose poorly. Let's start. Here's top 5 best supercar 2021. Number 5 Ferrari 812 GTS. The 812 GTS Spider drops the eponymous superfast name, and adds an open-roof experience for drivers wanting a blisteringly quick, front-engined, rear-wheel drive supercar. Not only that, but the 812 is more comfortable, more luxurious and more civilized than the old F12. The 6.5-liter V12 engine produces 789 bhp and will charge forward until it tops out at 211 miles per hour. Changing gear is taken care of with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, which has shorter gearing and faster shifts than its predecessor. However, despite the performance updates, it's the chassis and aerodynamic packages that have undergone the greatest changes. There is also a new rear-wheel drive steering system, third-generation electronic differential, torque variable electronic power steering, and handily, Ferrari's slide-slip control is first seen on the 458 Speciale. To add to the overhaul, the curb weight has been reduced by 60 kilograms. However, the 812 is not intended to be a lightweight track car, as proven by the tires which come with the car, Pirelli P0s. So while the Superfast is still a supercar, it has definitely been designed for the road. Number 4 Lamborghini Huracan RWD. The Huracan RWD may look identical to the regular four-wheel drive Huracan, but it's differentiated by only sending power to the rear wheels, and a near -35,000 discount compared to the AWD version. It may be the cheapest Lamborghini, but it's also the sweetest to drive and still reaches 0-62 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. The naturally aspirated V10 not only delights those who are dismayed by the tidal wave of turbochargers plaguing modern cars, but it also produces 602 bhp, 30 bhp down on the Huracan Evo, and 560 Nm of torque. Traction on dry roads is superb, and you can dial up the Lamborghini experience by selecting Sport or Casa driving modes, although not being able to configure the settings individually means the ride gets progressively more uncomfortable too. That slight choppiness will pale into insignificance when you wind out the 5.2-liter V10, though. Number 3 Porsche 911 GT3. It's not every day that a new Porsche 911 GT3 hits the road, but 2021 saw just such an occasion as the German marque launched its 503 bhp track-ready monster. Powered by a rear-mounted 4.0-liter flat-six engine, the GT3 will hit 0-62 miles per hour in 3.4 seconds en route to a top speed of 198 miles per hour. It's not the absolute fastest 911, that's the GT2 RS with the Weissach package, but it's deeply impressive on road and track. While the GT2 RS will lighten your bank account by over £200,000, the GT3 is a comparative bargain at £128,000. It's good value compared to its main rivals, too, but prices will remain high as demand will undoubtedly be higher than supply. Superb damping means that the ride is brilliant, and it provides a stable platform that allows you the driver to exploit the huge performance provided by the engine. No wonder it lapped the Nürburgring in under 7 minutes, a whole 17 seconds quicker than the previous GT3. Number 2 Ferrari F8 Tributo. Anyone who was concerned about the turbocharged F8 Tributo not being much of a step on from its 488 predecessor can rest easy. No, it doesn't sound as magnificent as a naturally aspirated 458 Italia at full steam, but it still sounds more than good enough for a Ferrari. And in all other aspects the F8 Tributo is utterly sensational to drive, on road or track, and in the simplest of terms is also insanely fast. The best just got better, thanks to a lot of goodness from the hardcore 488 Pista. So well balanced is this car on the way into, in the middle of, and especially on the way out of corners that the intimidation factor has been all but eradicated, despite the fact that it feels massively more potent than the car it replaced. That's one heck of a combination of talents to install under just one roof. Bottom line, the F8 Tributo might be turbocharged and mightn't sound as spine-tingling as before, but in all other aspects it represents yet another giant leap forwards for Ferrari. And here's the number 1 McLaren 720S. the McLaren 720S is not that far off the staggering performance of the P1 hypercar, but is one of the entry points into McLaren ownership now that the 570 series cars are no longer available brand new. It is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 which produces 720 PS, 710 bhp, hence the name. Surprisingly for a supercar, the 720S rides extremely well. The interconnected hydraulic suspension soaks up bumps on the road, however, that isn't going to win you a game of top trumps. Being able to go from a standstill to 62 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds and continuing on to a top speed of 212 miles per hour might, though, and in this regard the 720S is more than capable. To buy one, you will need over £200,000 even for the most basic model, but get trigger happy with the options and that figure will start to rise rapidly. Unlike McLaren's previous infotainment systems, the 720S comes with a much more usable package, thanks in part to McLaren getting third-party help to make sure the system matches the high-performance nature of the rest of the car.
Thank you for watching. Please click the like and subscribe button to be updated in our newest video.